Good evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, they love Rocky and stories of redemption here in Philadelphia. Right now, the Sixers with a brand new outlook.
And with this town just winning the 2018 Super Bowl, they've been donned with a new nickname, Titletown USA. Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Something tells me they're tired of watching the same video of Dr. J on the parade float. The Toronto Raptors begin the game with the basketball. Lowry. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2 shots. His career mark right now sits at 63%. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Richardson for 3. His first effort off the mark. Fred VanVleet. To Gasol. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Shot off the mark. Good defense. Gasol. Nice pass to get things going.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to VanVleet. Here comes the screen. Lowry to VanVleet. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Just not going down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That's off the side of the rim. No good. So Lowry. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
OG Anunoby has got 2 shots coming. Not the best career mark, 62%. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Simmons out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Lowry. To Gasol. Ben Simmons sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Great dish to set it up. Add 2 points to the board.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prime City.
Lowry to VanVleet. Al Horford sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Shot from the lane won't go. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
And draws the foul.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Lowry into the front court. Leads 3. To Stanley Johnson. Mike Scott. Huge block. That'll get out off the Raptors. Sixers have the basketball. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Lowry into the front court. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Philadelphia with the basketball. Rises for the slam.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Screen coming. Lowry. Great feed. Sets it up. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Richardson. Lowry with it. Up by 3. Joel Embiid rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Joel Embiid with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Sixers call for time. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
The winner will receive courtside seats and the halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Time to shuffle things up. Simmons, that pass taken away by Toronto. To Lowry. From long range, no good. Horford to Simmons. Horford. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
First one, count it.
For Philadelphia, number 19,
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Ibaka. To Stanley Johnson. Nowitzki. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Oh, Ben Simmons. That's now 4. He hasn't missed. Long key from three-quarters court. First quarter's complete. The Raptors in front. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 2 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. To Van Vliet. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Gortat. From the outside, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
It's good. And 1.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A three-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Lowry to Ibaka. Nowitzki's shot won't fall.
And I'm telling you right now that the defense is playing with fire right here. If they keep giving up open looks, they will not have the lead eventually.
To Richardson, beyond the arc for 3. Second effort. Nowitzki to Lowry. From the painted area, won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Serge Ibaka snatching it out of the air. Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lowry. Horford with the rebound. Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. Joel Embiid. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Gortat. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Embiid to Simmons. Layup goes down. Well done.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Tobias Harris able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lowry has the basketball. To Ibaka. Fred VanVleet. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Simmons. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Team foul number 2. For the 76ers.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
Number 0, Josh Richardson. Entering the game for the Toronto Raptors. Number 43, Pascal Siakam.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Another shot won't go either. Fred VanVleet. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Horford. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, Al Horford.
And he connects on the first free throw.
That boy got jumper.
And he makes them both. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Down low. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
I'm here. I got ball.
Simmons to Embiid. Raptors have the rebound. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Gortat. Probing the defense. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
I got ball. Pick up. Back up.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Short jumper won't go down.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Fred VanVleet. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Simmons. Harris to Embiid. Can't connect from in close. Al Horford swats it. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
OG Anunoby has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw.
For the Toronto Raptors, number 7, Kyle.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
That's me. I got ball. I got ball.
Harris to Richardson. Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
OG Anunoby trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Sixers control it.
Play deep.
Simmons to Horford. 4-3. Textbook defense. Wild shot there. Predictably misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
That misses with a second to go. So a tight one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The 76ers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors are within striking distance at the half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Rebounds.
While there isn't a stat for effort, you can certainly use offensive rebounds as part of the formula. These squads have been attacking the offensive glass and keeping possessions alive.
Player of the half.
Simmons put together a highlight reel of dunks in the first half. At this point, the defense is trying to avoid showing up in any posters.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Surveys the floor. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from long range. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Lowry to Gasol. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
2 points. The assist from number 25.
Joel Embiid pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The follow won't go either. Toronto with the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance, and he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons into the front court. 2-point advantage. And finishes strong.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Fred VanVleet. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive it. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Team foul number 1.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. for 2 on that trip. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Joel Embiid tips it. 4th this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Cleans it up. Al Horford with the block. That'll get out off the Raptors. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for Philadelphia, number 1, Mike Scott.
Going to launch beyond the arc.
That's his first.
Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Second to 3, got it. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Lowry into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Lowry, he drills the 3.
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy catch and shoot.
Gets a look, can't hit. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Mike Scott sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Marc Gasol. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Takes stock of the floor. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Less than a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. For 3, well defended. Lowry into the front court. His guys down 3. Short jumper misses. Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Goes to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Lowry with a shot that's no good. 3 quarters down. The 76ers have the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Serge Ibaka, not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Shot from in close, no good. Joel Embiid sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Second effort. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Van Vliet. Joel Embiid, huge block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Goes to the left side. Josh Richardson. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Richardson. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Lowry with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Fred Van Vliet. The drive right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Embiid. Slams it down. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the 4th.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for Toronto.
Fred Van Vliet to Ibaka. Fred Van Vliet. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Beyond the arc for 3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Three for 3. Nice. Screen coming. Fred VanVleet. Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Into the game for Philadelphia,
Able to convert on both free throws. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Simmons with it. His guys now trailing by a point.
Here we go.
Embiid. You've got to get that one to go. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Shot from the lane won't go. Count the basket at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Driving right to the basket. Ben Simmons rejects it. Ibaka. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched the epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Toronto has the basketball. Oh, can't do that.
Welcome to New Age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
that's his second personal foul. Team foul number
The drive, right to the basket. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
number 19.
Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Fred VanVleet. Shot clock winding down to VanVleet.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
He gets it.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished third in the voting for Sixth Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Fires the three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys trail now by 4. Here comes the screen. Ibaka to Gasol. Joel Embiid with a piece. Make that 7. Now whistle. Intentional foul comes with 24 seconds left in the game.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. The fadeaway burns him for the basket.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Lowry misfires. It's no good. We get a whistle. In the eyes of the ref, he meant it. Intentional foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. The Sixers are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers edged out a close victory in today's game. No one should be surprised that we're highlighting all of the shots that were blocked in this contest. It's just amazing how one swat can fire up a team, and even their coach. The Raptors finished on the losing end of a close score.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game practice. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.